Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. So today's video is YouTube part 2, why you're not actually growing on YouTube and what to do to start growing. I took a break off of YouTube, and when I came back from my break, I started to post videos again, or I tried to, and I would get 100, 200, or 300 views, and I had 20,000 subscribers. This was just a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. But I realized, like, okay, I've been gone for too long. I need to wake up the algorithm. A lot of times your videos are not getting seen because you're not on the YouTube algorithm. So I needed to wake up the algorithm. And so the first thing I did was I had to post something relevant. I'm someone who I'm on TikTok all the time. I'm either consuming content, laughing at content, taking notes of the content I see. And I realized that at the time, everyone in my industry of like online entrepreneurship, brand building, and things like that were talking about ebooks. Everybody was writing an ebook, and people were buying or trying to figure out if they should buy or sell an ebook. So I said, okay, let me come on YouTube and post my perspective on ebooks. But I was telling them how to make and sell and market their ebooks. And so one of the best ways to get relevant and seen is to put your ears to the streets of your industry, figure out what is being talked about, what are some frequently asked questions, what are some currently popular topics, and then how can you add your perspective to it. And so everyone was talking about how they're selling ebooks, and I said, okay, I'll come in and I'll teach. I've been doing ebooks for so long. Let me talk about how to actually do it the right way. And now it's been 4 weeks, and that video has, I think, over 70,000 views because it was a highly relevant topic in my industry. So what are people talking about in your industry? A really good example of this is, I'm sure we all saw the Super Bowl, and Beyonce, she apparently put out a new country song, and everybody's talking about it on TikTok. So this guy is on TikTok. I saw this yesterday. He actually posted a video saying, okay, for all the Beyonce fans who are now getting new into country, let me kind of teach you about country music. And he kind of just gave some recommendations on where to start with country music, and ding ding ding, he is a country singer. So that's an extremely smart way on figuring out what's being talked about in your industry and then getting in there to add your perspective. Now when it comes to YouTube, you could be talking about something, but if it's a popular topic, everybody's talking about the same thing. And so one of the ways to stand out to get those clicks and those views is using a juicy thumbnail. So my content with the ebook video was no different than any of my other content. You open the video and I'm teaching you something, but I had to make the thumbnail kind of juicy. So I think I titled it like how I went from one ebook to $156,000 with only 500 subscribers. And I didn't really talk about the money aspect in the video at all, but I knew that people would be looking for ebook information. I knew that that sounds interesting and juicy, so I added it to the thumbnail. And then when you open the video, I'm just teaching you straight facts on how to build and create and market and sell your ebook. So another reason why your YouTube channel may not be growing, or a way to get it to start growing, is you need to choose a side. People talk about this all the time, but like I said in the beginning of the video, one of the best ways to get your videos, one of the only ways to get your videos pushed out, is to get on the algorithm. YouTube's whole objective is to increase viewership, to get more eyes on their ads for the advertisers to make more money. So thinking about how YouTube works as a business, understand that YouTube wants to push your videos out to the right audience. However, if you're making videos one day about cooking, and then another day about your business, and then another day about your birth story, and then another day about, I don't know, your job, like, YouTube doesn't know where to send your video out. YouTube doesn't know who to send your videos out to. And so you have to get very niched when it comes to, in the beginning, getting picked up by the algorithm. Here's another example. I started my YouTube channel strictly talking about boutique business, and honey, boutique business was all I talked about. My lives, my community posts, my videos, everything was about boutique business. YouTube gathered that and sent my videos out. If someone searched for boutique, my face was popping up because I am the poster child for boutique. That's all I'm talking about. Now, as I grew in my business and I started to implement coaching and ebooks and digital products in my own business, see, the way I operate my YouTube channel is when I learn something, I just come back to teach y'all. So as I'm doing coaching, I wanted to come back and share that with you guys. But my audience is heavily boutique. So I tried to do some boutique videos, some coaching videos, and I noticed that my viewership went down, subscribers went down, and I wasn't being pushed onto the YouTube homepage or the recommended page, which is the algorithm. I wasn't being pushed out because I'm talking about too many different things. And so that's why in the beginning of this video, I told y'all I had 100, 200, 300 views, like, because I'm all over the place. So I took a break. I stepped back, and now I'm back making content strictly about digital products, online entrepreneurship, brand building, and now I'm averaging thousands of views per video and thousands of subscribers in a day or in a week. And so you have to get specific, especially in the beginning, if you're trying to get on the algorithm for them to push out your content. Hopefully you guys understand what I mean by get on the algorithm. If not, here's a quick example of what I mean. When I created my video on how to make your ebook, I wasn't on the algorithm yet. I think I got maybe 200 views in the first 2 or 3 days. I went live on my channel just to kind of say hey to my audience and try to get some engagement, because when YouTube sees extra engagement, they're thinking, there's things going on here that's positive. Let's push it to the algorithm for more positive, because again, YouTube just wants to increase their views to increase their ad dollars. That's what they want to do. Okay, and so after I went live, I only had like 5 to 7 people on that live that night, but they're commenting, they're liking, they're coming back, they're leaving, they're coming back. There's movement, there's traction, there's engagement. And so the next day I wake up, and before, when I looked at the analytics of that video, of the ebook video that I posted, so I posted the ebook video, 2 days passed, I went live. In this timeline right here, checking the analytics, I could see that the views were coming from my subscribers and from notifications. So my views are only coming from subscribers and notifications. However, I woke up the next morning after I went live, and I now had 900 views. Not the most in the world, but a lot better than what I was doing before. And I could see, the positive thing is I could see in the analytics that these views from 400 to 900, these views were coming from YouTube home or recommended. It was being recommended, meaning YouTube is pushing my videos out. And from there, y'all, it just blew up. Like I'm talking about, it just blew up. The next day maybe had like 5,000, 10,000, 30,000, 50,000. That video has brought in, I think I told y'all this on my live. Now we're just getting comfortable. Let's just chat. Okay, let's get into all my business. I was monetized, right? I have 20 something thousand subscribers now. I think at the time of this video, I have 26 or 27,000 subscribers. I have been monetized since 2019, but I took a long break, like a 2-year break from YouTube, and I lost my monetization status. I was no longer monetized, y'all. No monetization. I posted that ebook video, and then again I posted another video 3 days later, and I was being consistent now, and I was on the algorithm. I got monetized in a week. I went from maybe 100 watch hours to 5,000 watch hours in just a few days. That ebook video that I'm telling y'all about gained, I think to date, I've gotten 6,500 subscribers from that video. All I'm saying is that video went crazy because I put my ear to the streets to see what was relevant. And then now, as I continue to grow, I'm making sure that my content is on one subject matter. Right now, I'm talking about online entrepreneurship, digital marketing. I'm getting my MBA in digital marketing. This is what I like to do. Digital products, coaching, and things of this sort. I'm staying niched. That way, YouTube knows where to push my videos to. And so some people will say, I keep seeing your videos on my homepage. Thank you. It's working. The next thing that helps me to just grow on YouTube in general is not being afraid to switch it up. Now, in the first video, I taught y'all, if you just see me for the first time, make sure you watch part 1, because in part 1, I told you guys how to do the research to get the right thumbnails, titles, and tags. Tags do work for me. How to put those 3 on your videos to also get the most amount of views and to be on the algorithm. Now, those things work. But the next thing I want to say is, like, as we're trying to grow, we are in research phase. Like, whenever I make a video, I have 2 or 3 thumbnails ready to go. Even really big channels change their thumbnails, and I see it all the time, because see me, I'm always watching, observing, studying, and then implementing. I saw this one YouTuber who has a few million subscribers, and he posted a video and he had 1 thumbnail, and I just happened to notice it for no reason. I just said, oh, okay, I might watch that later. The next day I see him again and it's the same video, but it's a different thumbnail and a different title. I'm like, well, did he just post twice in the same day? But when I checked, it was the same video and the video was doing well. And so people, no matter how big you are, if you're trying to be seen, period, if you're trying to grow and do well on this app, you have to be willing to test and test again. So have multiple titles ready to go, multiple thumbnails ready to go. And this is when you're trying to get on the algorithm. Once you grow and you're comfortable where you are, you know, you can be a little bit more laxed. But this is even what I do to this day to make sure that my videos are being seen by the right people, by the most amount of people. So be willing to test out different things, but also be willing to test out different content styles. If you're here on my channel often, then you may know, like, you'll see me sitting here at my desk, and when I'm here, I'm teaching. You may see me on my couch, and when I'm on my couch, I'm doing like a story time, a Q&A, a little bit more personal. You may see me walking around, and then I may be doing a vlog. And for the longest time, I wanted to be a vlogger, y'all. I wanted to walk around, share my life. It seemed fun, it seemed easy, and those videos got no views. I'm a teacher by heart. My profession before I got into business was a teacher as well. And so honestly, my best content that does the best is sitting here teaching and talking. But I only discovered that when what I was doing before wasn't working. And so you have to be willing to adjust and shift so that you can see the most amount of growth. When it comes to titles and thumbnails, on how often do I change them, I give everything about 3 to 4 days. After about 4 days, if I'm not seeing a boost or a growth in my views and my engagement, then I'm changing the thumbnail and I'm changing the title and giving it another 3 to 4 days to see, okay, how does that work? And that typically boosts my videos really well. But also understand, some things do take time, and you may not want to hear that, but some things do take time. I have 2 videos that they did not do well in the beginning, but they ended up being 2 of my best performers. I have a video to this day where I am comparing different e-commerce websites, and that is the video. When I posted it, I think it had maybe 1,000 views within the first month or so, and I had thousands of subscribers at the time. And out of nowhere, the algorithm, for whatever reason, picked it up. And this is the video that brands to this day reach out to me and said, hey, we saw this video, can you do another one like that one for us? And that video was years ago, but when I first posted it, it was not a big video. Where the other ones were getting like 5 to 10 and 20,000 views, this one was just having 1,000 views. But over time, it ended up growing. And so give your content time to grow as well. So my hope is that this video provides y'all with some more insight on things that you guys can be doing to growing your channels this year. Listen, you guys have all the information from this video and my last video. It is time to take everything and let's get started. So I cannot wait to see the content that you guys put out this year. Let me know if you guys have more questions about this topic, and I will see you guys in my next video.